Pakistan offering a peace gesture towards India after the Prime Minister says he'll return a captured Indian Air Force pilot tomorrow after his plane was shot down earlier this week. Joining me now is Ian Bremmer, president and founder of Eurasia Group. I want to talk to you about this and North Korea. We have a little bit of time here, but I know that you can get us through all of these questions. Okay. So back here, you can almost forget about the tensions between Pakistan and India because you don't hear too much about it. But this is a good reminder that they are very real tensions.
This is the worst military escalation since 1971, so I mean almost 50 years. Dangerous. They both have nuclear weapons. But when Pakistan first had the Indian bombings in their territory, they said, oh, they didn't hit anything, they were downplaying it, and now they've immediately let go this captured Indian pilot, and they treated him very well. They are sending every message, and the Prime Minister did as well yesterday from Pakistan, that they don't want this to escalate. Modi looks better for having gone in and hit the Pakistanis.
And tell me about that, because Modi is the Indian Prime Minister, but there's an election coming up.
Yep.
And then you have a new Prime Minister in Pakistan, and so both leaders have something to prove by acting tough.
Yeah, but the Pakistanis have more to gain from having act tough back down now, and I think Modi will accept that. The Chinese have been behind the scenes playing a useful role. The Americans at a lower level have too. I mean, this is dangerous. It's important that we're starting it off because ultimately not as many people are talking as they should. But I do believe that tensions are actually, we've passed kind of the point of dangerous escalation at this point. Yeah.
Good. All right. Well, let's then talk about North Korea. One of the things that you tweeted last night is, or this morning, early morning, no deal is better than a fake deal.
Right.
What do you mean?
Well,
I agree. But
what I mean is that Kim Jong-un decided that he was going to be, a maximalist. He sat down. He doesn't look like he has any experience engaging in direct negotiations. He sees Trump as kind of weak, as coming over halfway around the world twice. And so, hey, he'll take anything I give him. So he basically sat down, and nothing had been happening with the Secretary of State of the U.S. and the North Korean foreign ministers, all waiting for this meeting with Trump. And Kim Jong-un says, yeah, I'll open up some of my program, and I'll shut down one nuclear fuel facility. And in return, you end all of your sanctions. All of them, just like that. And, I mean, maybe Trump in some way might have wanted to just, spin that as a great deal. But Trump's not there by himself. He didn't take it. He walked away. Right. That was the right move.
You said, though, that President Trump's unwillingness to use his team to prepare an agreement. Tell me a little bit more about this, because it is unusual to go there all the way halfway around the world. Usually these things are sort of pre-baked.
Yeah, I mean, they don't have to be 100% pre-baked, but when your Secretary of State is telling you that I've met with North Korean Supreme Leader 4 times and I'm getting nothing, and he's playing you and he's stalling for time, and you're not going to, don't do the summit, and you don't listen, it's the reason you have a Secretary of State. Now, to be fair, on U.S.-China, Trump's actually handled it very differently, and I feel much more optimistic about the U.S.-China deal because we've had Lighthizer, we've had Mnuchin, we've had serious
also, you're dealing with China, which is not Kim Jong-un.
No, but, Trump has gotten things from Kim Jong-un. We actually got the hostages. We got some remains. Most importantly, they've actually stopped testing the nukes and the ballistic missiles. It's not like, we're sitting there and just having to wait for North Korea.
Well, and also now we have a relationship to move forward with.
What's so interesting about this is that usually Trump is all talk and not as much substance. On North Korea, there's actually been a fair amount of substance, and he screwed it up with the talk.
All right. Well, but walked away and came home, so we'll maybe hear more.
And that's a good thing. And I don't think diplomacy is over here. I think there's still opportunities.
It's a long way to go with diplomacy. It's not seamless.
It's
you can't just press a button.
That's
all right. Ian Bremmer, thank you.